Hello everyone, welcome to Educators. Today we'll be discussing about World Hypertension Day. Yes, this is May 17th and today throughout the world it is observed as World Hypertension Day and Educators is also observing. We'll be discussing about few facts about hypertension and also we will be discussing about the diets that should be followed by a hypertensive patient and quickly we'll go through it. It's a very short video just to observe World Hypertension Day. So first we will learn about what is hypertension. So, when the pressure exerted by the blood while flowing through the blood vessel is very high, that is it is more than 140 by 90 mm of Hg and even more than that, then we call that condition a high blood pressure or hypertension. How can we measure that? We can measure that by the systolic blood pressure and also the diastolic blood pressure. Now, what is a systolic blood pressure? Systolic blood pressure is the pressure exerted by the blood on the arterial walls when the heart is beating, and diastolic blood pressure is the pressure on the arterial wall when the heart is in between the beats. So the SBP is the systolic blood pressure and the DBP is the diastolic blood pressure. So when we call a blood pressure over here, see 140 by 90. So this 140 or the higher range or the upper range you can see is the systolic blood pressure, or the by 90 or the lower range is the diastolic blood pressure. Now we will come to the blood pressure ranges. Now when the systolic blood pressure is lower than that of 90 mmHg and the diastolic blood pressure is lower than that of 60 mmHg, then a condition of low blood pressure or hypotension takes place. Now, what is the normal blood pressure? When the systolic blood pressure and the diastolic blood pressure ranges between 90 to 119 and 60 to 79 mmHg respectively, it is the normal blood pressure. A condition, that is the hypertension, is classified into several other conditions like the pre-hypertension. When your blood pressure is 120 is between 120 to 139 mmHg and the diastolic is between 80 to 89 mmHg, then the condition is known as pre-hypertension, and this is the condition mainly where you need to understand that you are moving forward to hypertension and you need to control your diet and control your lifestyle as well. Now, high blood pressure stages can also be divided into two stages like stage 1 and stage 2, depending on the severity of the blood pressures. Like when the systolic blood pressure is in between 140 to 159 and the diastolic blood pressure is between 90 to 99 mmHg, it is known as, it is categorized rather as high blood pressure stage 1, and 160 to 179 mmHg and the diastolic is in between 100 and 109 mmHg, then it is known as the high blood pressure stage 2. Hypertensive crisis, that means when you need medical emergency, is when the SBP is 180 or higher and DBP is 110 or higher. That doesn't mean that you cannot need any medical emergency in any other stages. Okay, but generally medical emergency is in this stage. So now let us come to one of the condition by WHO, like nearly 46% of adults with hypertension are unaware of their condition. So this is according to one of the data given by WHO, that 46% of adult, they don't know that they are hypertensive. So why do you think that they are not knowing that they are hypertensive? Please comment me below. But because according to me, it is because there is lack of awareness, and that is why, to spread awareness, not only this day but every day is required. Okay, and this is why the 17th May is observed as at least a day to support this condition and to observe the global issue and support the condition and the people, make them understand who are suffering from this condition. So World Hypertension Day theme 2023 is based on this unawareness that we need to measure your blood pressure accurately, control it, and live longer. Like if we want to live longer, then we need to control our blood pressure. And if we need to control our blood pressure, we need to modify our diet, we need to modify our lifestyles. And if we need to do that, never mean, it doesn't mean whether we are coming from middle income areas or high income areas or low income areas, we need to be aware, right? And to spread awareness, measurement or measuring the blood pressure at a regular interval, it is very very much required. And when there is situations like the pre-hypertension, like yes, there you are stepping forward to hypertension, please be aware and please get yourself ready for a better lifestyle, lead a better lifestyle and a better health. Okay, so coming to a dash diet, like dash diet is the dietary approach to stop hypertension. It is not just about reducing the salt intake of a diet, but it is a proper therapeutic diet where we are trying to control the blood pressure, along with that the factors which are related with increasing the blood pressure levels, like the blood cholesterol. So if you have a bad like lipid management, then there can be hypertension, weight management, and also improving the insulin stable in sensitivity. So definitely, if we can definitely check on our blood cholesterol, if we can check on our weight, if we can modify our diet, if we can modify our you know uh, diet and lifestyle, manage our weight, and also improve the insulin sensitivity through our diet, definitely we can control hypertension. And for that, we have to be aware and we have to uh, save ourselves from a condition that yes, we are not hypertensive, right? So what does dash diet says? It is a dash diet pyramid, and it says that we have to take, like, till now whatever pyramids we have gone through, we have seen that grains or cereals take the base. But in case of this dash diet, vegetables and fruits, they take the base. 4 to 5 servings, then grains, then seafood, poultry, lean meat. Okay, seafood, poultry, and lean meat. Low fat dairy, 2 to 3 servings. Oil, salads, dressings, mayo, 2 to 3 per, like, this is not actually oil, that means healthy fats, of course, according to the Indian diet, whatever it is suggested you should take. And nuts, beans, and seeds, these are good, so that you can actually get the essential fatty acids, whatever it is required. And sweets should be less per week. So over here everything is given more per day basis, but this is given less per week. Okay, so we have to carb on our sweet intakes. Okay, coming to plan, like if we just, I've shown you a pyramid, and whenever I show you a pyramid I also give you a plate so that you can understand like how much should be the thing. So over here I've just also told you what is a dash diet plan. It is basically the dietary approach to reduce hypertension, and it is definitely and clinically proven to reduce hypertension and blood pressure, and also it allows us to safely lower the blood pressure. Okay, and n- by controlling sodium is one of the important point over here. Vegetables, fruits, and low fat dairy products, as I've shown, along with that whole grains, nuts, and lean proteins. Of course, please focus on the lean protein at the foundations of the dash diet. Like sodium, if we just talk about, then allowed to take about 2300 mg of, like 2.3 grams of sodium per day. And if we are talking about, this is a standard sodium intake according to dash diet, and if we need to lower the sodium intake, then it can be up to 1500 or 1.5 gram of sodium per day. So that needs to be checked. And sodium does not means only table salt, but fruits, vegetables, and also different kinds of processed meats, packed foods that has a good amount of sodium content, that should also be avoided. Now coming to this thing, like the dash diet or the plate, we can say that for a healthy heart, which is our center focus, then we have to take less than 6 servings of lean meat per day, less than 5 servings of sweets, which was said, 2 to 3 servings of fats and oils, and that too good fats and oils, 2 to 3 servings of good low fat dairy products, 4 to 5 servings of fruits, 4 to 5 servings of vegetables, equally fruits and vegetables, lots and lots of green leafy vegetables and other vegetables, 6 to 8 servings of whole grains, and also 4 to 5 servings per week of nuts, seeds, and legumes. So, good amount of nuts, seeds, and legumes along with vegetables, salads, with little bit of salad oil, you can definitely take. So, if we just can talk about a dash diet meal, or a dash diet, you can say for the whole day, what we can tell, like for the breakfast, you just can have fruit or juices. Juices means freshly crushed along with the fiber. Okay, nuts and seeds definitely as mentioned, and whole grains. Okay, after that we'll move on to the lunch part. In between you can have some green tea or good juices. You can have buttermilk, chas, this is good. And for lunch we can have extra virgin olive oil, or oil that is good for your body. Okay, which we have discussed several times. Fish, legumes, we have to give a balance between that, like one portion of protein through from fish and one portion from the legumes or dal. Whole grains, like if you are taking rice, if you are taking chapatis, that too whole grains had to be given. Millets can be included definitely. Now different kind of mixed kind of cereals are available, so we can also give that. And fruit and veggies equally has to be given. Dinner also, after lunch we'll come to snacks. Snacks should be healthy snacks, because we generally try to take all the nacho chips and fried items during the snack item. We try to snack on all those fried items, so we need to avoid that, and we have to choose on a healthier side of snack like a fruit or nuts. And dinner also, we can have any kind of drink like chas and lassi and all. Not sweet, like too sweet lassi, no. Chas is good, chas or buttermilk. And whole grains, same as the lunch we can have at a dinner. So like high fruit, in a diet we need to keep the diet high in fruit, veggies, whole grains and fibers. Like if we take whole wheat, if we take a good amount of leafy vegetables and other vegetables and nuts and all, we'll definitely keep on a good amount of fibers. And we have to limit on the sugar, salt, saturated fat, trans fat and cholesterol. And good fish, uh, 2 weeks. Along with that, we can take lean, and definitely we have to balance between the calorie intake and exercise. So I hope you like this video, the short one from us. I wish everyone a healthy life ahead. Thank you. That's all. Stay tuned and support educators.